So you want to learn how to create this dark glitch effect that you've probably seen going around recently. To break it down step by step in this tutorial. But before we get into it, I just want to let you know that I dropped 2 new packs with that kind of underground style that you have probably seen in Chase music videos, as well as prettifun and all of those upcoming artists. And for the launch of these packs, I'm actually running a huge buy one get one free sale, but it won't last for long, so check the link in the description right now and check if it's still active. That way you can grab any pack for completely free when you add one of these packs to your cart. But enough of that, and let's get right into the tutorial. So this effect is actually from that pack that I just talked about, and it's from the add-on version, which requires Sapphire, but the default version doesn't require any paid plugins at all. If I remove all of the effects, all you simply got to do is just drag on this dark seizure preset, and this preset pack comes with 30 presets, so all I got to do is just simply drag on this one, and right there I have the effect. But for this tutorial, I'll break down how I created this effect. So I'll remove everything, and then I'll add on the first effect, which is a mosaic, which will help us create that block glitch kind of effect, as you can see right here. And I'll turn up the horizontal blocks to 74 and the vertical blocks to 74 as well. So now we got this going on, which looks good, but it's a little bit boring and it's too plain for me. So what I'll do is hold Alt on my keyboard while I press this stopwatch right here, and then we'll get this expression tab, and in this expression tab I'll type out wiggle, and then I'll press tab, and then in here I'll type out 5,75, just like this. And now the horizontal blocks are animated. If we look at it, just like that. And then I'll basically copy this expression, hold Alt while I press the stopwatch on the vertical blocks, and then just paste the same expression in here. So just like now it's animated by itself, and we get these random horizontal and vertical blocks. Next up, I'll add on a grain effect. This is just to make it look a little bit better when we add the dark effects on. So I'll add the grain on first, and I'll change the viewing mode to final output and turn down the intensity to 0.75. So you can see we got this grain right here. And next up, I'll add on a hotspot effect, which is the dark effect. That will make our clip a little bit darker, and as you can see, it's way too much right now, so I'll turn it down to 0.24. Once again, I'll create an expression for the hotspot so we can get some randomized threshold. So I'll hold Alt once again while I press the stopwatch, and then type out wiggle, and then I'll type out 3, space, and then 0.4. So now we'll also get some randomized threshold right here. We get this pulsing effect, as you can see, and in my opinion it's not too much and it looks good for my clip. But if you feel like you want more of this wiggle effect, you can just turn it up to like 0.8. But as you can see, it gets a lot darker. So it just depends on what you prefer, but I'll keep it just like this. And then I'll add on an exposure effect. And as you might have guessed, I'm going to create another wiggle expression for this exposure effect. So I'll hold Alt once again while I press this stopwatch. And once again, I'll type out wiggle, press tab, and then I'll type out 3, 6. Just like that. So as you can see, a little bit too much. I'll turn it down to 4 on the second one right here, so it's not as bright. And now we got this going on, and what I feel is missing is the posterized time effect, which will drag down our frame rate, and it's actually really essential when it comes to these BRAINROT type effects. I'll recommend that you keep your frame rate between 8 and 12, but I'm going to go for 10. So now as you can see, we got this going on, which is basically the effect that I showed off in my pack. And now if you want to export this, I'm going to show you some export settings that will make this effect look a lot better. So go right up to composition and add to render queue, and put your settings to your normal settings, H.264, and then just change your output. And then we'll open up best settings right here, and instead of having your resolution at full, we'll change it to third, because that will give us that low quality that will make this effect look as good as possible. And if you're working on a full music video, just set your work area to this scene and then just export it out, and then you can import it once again to your music video, because this will make the effect look a lot better, or a lot worse since we're dragging down the quality, but you get the point. If you like these type of effects, then you have to check out the 2 new packs that I just dropped, and you might as well grab some free packs while you're at it if the sale is still active. I'll leave it linked in the description for you, but thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.